Thanks for logging on to myfoxhurricane.com. Two areas that we are watching in the Atlantic and down into the Gulf of Mexico. This here is Invest 91. Now, this is an area we've been talking about this for a number of days, going all the way back into about the middle of last week. At that time, we were looking down across the Bay of Campeche, and we were talking about there wasn't anything here, but computer models were all indicating a broad area, low pressure would be forming in this area. And that is exactly what we have going on right now. And then we also have this other area off to the east of the state. We'll talk about that in a second. But first one is Invest 91. This is a broad area of low pressure, still fairly disorganized, but you see these percentages, they are starting to ramp up. You're seeing it sitting right around 70% over the next couple of days, and conditions are becoming more and more favorable that we are likely to see development with this system. Could be talking about a tropical depression or maybe even a tropical storm over the next couple of days. This will be working its way on towards the west and the northwest, slowly drifting towards the coastline of Mexico. The other one, this is just a trough of low pressure at this point. Now, there's a lot of dry air sitting out here, but this is forecasted to work its way towards the west over the next couple of days, and kind of, the models aren't in complete agreement with this system. So it's going to be something that we have to kind of watch and monitor over the next several days. But we could have some limited development with this as it works its way towards the coastline as we head into the middle and the second half of the week. Here's just another wide view of both of these areas. You're seeing that favorable conditions, some stronger wind shear just to the north of this. And then you are seeing some lighter winds, so still some strong winds along that trough, but there's also a lot of dry air sitting out here as well. So that's going to really limit the moisture that this system here has to work with as it works its way on towards the west. So looking at Invest 91, we've got this big ridge which is sitting over the eastern U.S. and over Florida. So that is going to block anything from coming up and trying to turn in our direction. That is what is steering this system on that westerly direction as we head through the next couple of days. Here we are heading into Tuesday and Wednesday, working its way towards the coastline. What kind of development we have with this? Well, we're going to have to watch over the next couple of days, but certainly all the ingredients are in place that we could see this system developing even more as we head into Wednesday and Thursday. And this, between the two systems, this certainly looks like it has the better chance of becoming a named system. The first name on the list, it is Alberto. Second name is Beryl. So we'll have to wait and see to see do one or both of these systems get a name. Here's that other area. You look right here. You're seeing just that trough. It's just kind of a line of low pressure. Now watch as we go through time with this. What you're going to notice is you're not seeing a whole lot of agreement between the various models. We've got the Fox model, which is in green. The GFS is in red, and the European is in white. So watch as we continue through time. The one thing you're seeing is the GFS much more aggressive with this, developing this a little bit more as it works its way towards the coastline. Both the European and the Fox model keep this a little bit more disorganized, a little bit more of an open wave or trough working its way towards the coastline. Here's kind of another view of this where we're looking at all the tropical moisture. This is with that Invest 91 over the Gulf of Mexico, and then you see all that dry air that is working its way over the state. So that's another thing with this system, and that's why I think we're seeing a lot of, we're not seeing a lot of consensus among the various computer models with this area that is sitting out to our east, because there's a lot of dry air with this system. So it is going to struggle to develop. If it does, it's going to be, I think, still a fairly disorganized system as it works its way towards the coastline. So it's still a long shot for this. It's still an area that we will continue to watch, but that Invest 91, that one certainly looks much more promising. In fact, the hurricane reconnaissance plane, they are scheduled to fly out to that later on this afternoon. They'll be out there, so we'll start to get much more information on the structure of that system and get all that information plugged into the computer models, and that's when we're really going to start to refine that forecast for that system. We'll keep you updated right here on myfoxhurricane.com.